Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to continue the chapter in the Bazaars of Hyderabad. It's a poem which is written by Sarojini Naidu. In the previous class, already we have studied the first two stanzas of this poem, and today we shall start the third stanza. Third stanza goes like this. What do you make, O ye goldsmiths? Wristlet and anklet and ring, bells for the feet of blue pigeons, frail as a dragonfly's wing, girdles of gold for the dancers, scabbards of gold for the king. We know that in this poem, in this entire poem, the poetess is asking questions to the people those who are in the market, in the bazaar of Hyderabad, and they are replying. Okay, now the poet goes up to the goldsmith and asks them what they are making. She went to the goldsmith. Goldsmith means the person those making ornaments, jewelries of gold or silver. Then they replied, they are making wristlet, anklet and ring. Wristlet means band to wear in the wrist, anklet which the ladies are wearing in their feet, and the ring. Bells for the feet of blue pigeons, frail as a dragonfly's wings. Frail means very delicate or very weak. They also told that they are making the bells to be tied to the feet of blue pigeon, the small bells to be tied in the feet of blue pigeon, and these bells are very delicate, very weak, like a dragonfly's wings. We know the dragonfly, its wing is very delicate. We can say it has no weight type. It is very light. So, bells are as thin and lightweight as the wing of the dragonfly. Girdles of gold for the dancers. Girdles means the waist belt. The belt which are worn by the dancers, waist belt, and that is also made of gold. Scabbards of gold for the king. Scabbards means the sheath for sword, the sheath, the cover to keep the sword, that is called scabbards. And they are also making golden sheaths for keeping the king's sword. The next stanza is, what do you cry, O ye fruit men? Citron, pomegranate and plum. What do you play, O ye musicians? Sitar, sarangi and drum. What do you chant, O magicians? Spells for the eons to come. Now in this stanza, the poetess asks the fruit men, fruit sellers, what fruits are they selling? The answer she got that they are selling citron, pomegranate and plums. Citron is a fruit like a lemon. Okay. What do you play, O ye musicians? Now she is asking a question to the musician. What instruments they are playing? She asked to the musician about the instruments they are playing. The reply she got, sitar, sarangi and drum. After this, she asked the question to the magician that what they are chanting. Chanting means singing musically singing something musically, that is called chanting. She asked to the magicians what they are chanting. Spells for the aeons to come. Aeons means the period of time, endless period, long period of time, countless ages or eternity we can call aeon. Okay, then the reply comes, he is chanting, the magicians are chanting the spells to bring aeon. Aeon means, can be also called the divine power. Spells means chanting the mantras and all. Who would, and these mantras, these chanting would help them to perform their magical tricks. For this purpose, these magicians are chanting the spells. The last stanza of the poem is, what do you weave, O ye flower girls, with tassels of azure and red, crowns for the brow of bridegroom, chaplets to garland his bed, sheets of white blossoms new gathered, to perfume the sleep of the dead. In this stanza, the poetess Sarojini Naidu is asking the questions to the flower girls. What do you weave? She asked the question, the flower girls, what they are weaving. The answer she got, that the girls are weaving with azure. With what they are weaving with tassels of azure and red. Azure means the bright blue color. Okay, azure means the bright blue color. Then tassels means like hangings or strands of flowers. Then Sarojini Naidu, the poetess, asked to the flower girls that what they are weaving with the tassels of azure and red. With blue and red color flowers, what kind of hangings they are making. Crowns for the brow of a bridegroom. Now she gets the reply that the flower girls are making garlands for the bride and the groom, and to adorn their bed for the wedding night. Crowns for the brow of the bridegroom. For the bridegroom they are making the crown. And chaplets to garland his bed. And chaplets means like a wreath of flowers. Okay, wreath of flowers they are making to garland his bed, for the bridegroom's bed. They are making the flowers, these hangings or garlands, we can say this to adorn. Adorn means to decorate the bed for the wedding night. Sheets of white blossoms new gathered. They are also making sheets of newly flowers, newly brought white flowers. White blossoms means white flowers. To perfume the sleep of the dead. To use on the dead man's grave for the fragrance. They are making the sheets of white blossoms which are newly brought, and this is for the sleep, for the grave of the dead person, to perfume his dead body. So, dear children, the poet Sarojini Naidu represents an Indian market to give us a sense of the rich Indian heritage. This poem was her protest against the European products and an appreciation to our own goods. So I hope you understood the chapter, dear children. learn the difficult word meanings of this chapter. Thank you.